Annie and Robyn are back after our audio only episode, and now they're in video. And they have a couple tips for you for the holiday season. I'll link to the audio podcast we did a few weeks ago in the description. So if you're listening on audio, you can check it out. Check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/@3reate. You can watch our video.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Andrew. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Robyn. Hi, Andrew. Great to be back. We wanted to bring some tips for you for expanding and continuing to grow on this AI tool revolution. People are going to be finding your site and your products and your content through these AI tools. And starting Black Friday with traffic increasing, we want to make sure we get in some good habits.
Yeah, we just wanted to get together and share a few great tips for all the retailers out there, solopreneurs, marketing managers, whoever you are, and you're thinking about how are customers finding you this year.
The struggle is real, but you got to get into it, is benchmarking. Benchmarking is key, and finding out really how you are being referred to and found in all of the AI tools. And
if found.
And if you're being found. That is the key. Really important to remember. We want to give you some key prompts today. We want to give you some processes and just start. Google is king, or queen for that matter. It is still the primary tool in which people are finding. AI overviews have been really building. And
our 5 prompts to get you started. The first one we really like is putting yourself again in the shoes of your customers and inquiring, I need recommendations for product category and specific requirements. So I need recommendations for a bike for a 10-year-old boy, for example. That would be our first one.
And then building on that, what are the best bikes for 10-year-olds? And you can be even more specific. This child likes mountain biking, or that this child is in a city, or will be biking to school every day, or looking for an electric bike, things like that. You can add in as much detail as you want to for that particular, what are the best products.
But just use that question with those details over and over again.
Be consistent.
Yeah. So our third one is I'm comparing and then competitor products, right? So like maybe you're getting a mountain bike to a road bike or something like that, or specific brands. And which one would work better for use case, like riding to middle school every day or elementary school?
Where should I shop for these products online? And I care most about these persona priorities. Like I care most about a child between the ages of 10 and 12. That's a pretty intermediate rider or something like that. That is.
Or price.
Or price.
Price sensitive.
Excellent. Price. Yes.
Or
price
color. Maybe it has to be pink. I don't know.
Yes, exactly.
Should I be aware of anything else? You really want to make sure you're inquiring and circling the wagons on what don't I know, right? We are all limited by what we don't know. So this is your effort to try to minimize that a little bit. Try to figure out what that is.
And you can use that with any prompt too, right? So it's I bike a lot, and the world of biking is anywhere from the supermarket special bike that just is there in the department store, all the way up to tens of thousands of dollars on specialty gear and everywhere in between. And so asking, what should I be thinking about? What's the most important quality about thing or my product even, might actually illuminate you in understanding how AI is thinking about it. That doesn't necessarily mean that is the most important thing, but again, it's like knowing your customer. Yeah. If the number one concern from your customer is the color and it's only coming in black, you might have some problems.
Yeah.
And I know these are meant to be really feedback on what the LLMs are understanding and seeing from what's being searched on. And something like that in particular, like there's the return policy. Kids are growing. What are options that the LLM is considering as a good recommendation because of this particular feature of the service or the product or something like that? So there's so much to be gleaned from just understanding how the product is being recommended and which products are being recommended and why, and seeing those across the AI tools as well.
Yeah, I was
And
going to say, not only are these 5 prompts really important to use a couple times a week throughout the holiday season, but really pick your tools. You can add, but don't take away, right? So
yeah,
just see how ChatGPT is going to talk about you for 6 to 8 weeks, and compare that to Perplexity, or fill in the blank of whichever your favorite AI tool is, or your customer's, actually probably your customer's favorite AI tool, which is quick UXR research persona. You can use AI tools to help you figure that out too.
so that's the benchmarking piece of this. This is really the longer term, but this is a time not only to benchmark, but also it's a time to experiment too. So there's things you can add and try during this time frame as well. So there are those suggestions that may come up in this. What else do I need to know? Robyn, do you have some more ideas for experimentation?
Yeah, I think it's today, in today's age, I think it's really easy to get a YouTube video. We know that the AI tools love YouTube, maybe as much as our teenagers, our younger kids. Also, really just making sure your homepage is up to date. It's really amazing how many people forget about their homepage because funnel is so wide these days. People are coming in from everywhere. But the AI tools are looking at your front page first. So just make sure that it's up to date and that it loads quickly. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Performance is definitely key. That's also just something because the LLMs need to return something fast. People are expecting things at Google speed. So to actually have your site load fast helps the LLM return their results fast as well. The other suggestion is monitoring third-party sites that recommend that mention you and
Yes.
recommend you.
Those AI tools, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're looking for signals of authority. So if you're showing up on a third-party tool as the best or highly recommended, that will do wonders for you.
But there's lots of things in your control. Obviously, this is, like we said, a time for experimentation and biting off what you can chew.
And then I think the last thing that we had thought about mentioning was really other things that are in your control are the frequently asked questions. If we extend on the bike example, if somebody has a problem putting it together, really making sure that you have that exact question and very helpful, detailed how-to. That's really helpful. And then really making sure that you're framing the content for easy scannability, not only for humans, but the good news is humans and AI tools scan the same way. So sharp headline, bullet points, above the fold. Yeah.
Yeah, and anything you can put on your website that would help a customer, AI is going to crawl like a search engine. And I think
Oh, yeah.
that's a huge tip that I want to underpin and highlight as well. So the way that SEO robot crawlers work is you have a sitemap. That map tells them how to work, right? And what pages are what and what they should focus on. AI is kind of the same way where it's going to follow those. You can have an llms.txt, which is similar to the robot.txt for LLM specifically, where you can highlight your key product pages. Your SEO software, if you have it on your website, probably already does this for you. You can usually edit it and highlight things that you want. If it doesn't have it, you should figure it out. You could probably use an AI to help you figure out how to do it. It's so funny to me. I hear so much about how do we AI, how do we AI, how do we AI. It's really no different than how do we human.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the AI is trying to mimic human processes. Yes, it can do it faster and at a bigger scale than we can. But the reality is, to ingest your product, it needs to understand how we're going to ask for it anyway. And so instead of trying to sit there and guess like you had to do with the SEO, you just make the best, most helpful, consumer friendly thing
Build
you
trust.
can.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
So
and really look at your customer feedback and what people are asking the most about and see if you can like answer that or just subvert the question of people reaching out to contact you about it, that you have it very, and if it's a prominent thing that you need to address in your product, make sure that it is very visible.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Andrew.
Great to be here. Happy holidays.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
You can find us at 3reate.com. It's like the word create, but with a 3 instead of the C. As always, we encourage you to listen, watch, do. We'll see you next time. You can support this podcast at patreon.com/3reate or at ko-fi.com/3reate. Thanks for listening.